Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I am bringing you my May haul. So it's a fairly small one again for physical books. But Audible had a 2-for-1 sale. Amazon had some 99p deals and yeah, let's start with ebooks. So for ebooks, first up I had Berlin Calling by Lilo Moore. Someone mentioned this in the comments of my sprints and I was like, oh, that sounds good. And I was doing Eurovision at the time, Eurovision-a-thon at the time. Did not manage to get to reading it for Eurovision-a-thon this year, but there's always next year. But it sounds really cute. It's like a romance, so I'm down for it. And then there's also Somewhere in the Crowd by Katrina Logan, which is also a Eurovision book, which is, the tagline says, 4 people, 12 years. 1 Eurovision, and I'm like, yes. This could count for, I think, 3 countries. So there's the country she's from, the country he's from, and then the country that is hosting Eurovision that year. So I've got choices for next year, which is good because, again, this is just a romance, so this is going to be so easy to read. And then I may have taken advantage of some 99p deals on the Stillhouse Lake series by Rachel Kane, because I currently only have book 1 and there's 6 books altogether. Books 2, 3, 4 and 5 are all 99p. So that's Killman Creek, Wolf Hunter River, Bitter Falls and Heartbreak Bay. So I bought all of those on ebook because, yeah, it was like £3.98 for 4 books. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing this. So they were all the ebooks. Now for audiobooks, I started off the month by getting the audiobook for Chaos Rising by Timothy Zahn, because I was like, I want to read this in a day. Let's do this. So that was fine. That was fine. But then on the 2-for-1 sales, books 2 and 3 were on it. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm getting the whole series on Audible. So I have all 3 of these books on audiobook now, which is good because I'm reading the second one in June. So that will help me a little bit. And then also there was 2 other Star Wars books I'm interested in on the 2-for-1 sale for Audible. So first up, there is Dooku Jedi Lost by Cavan Scott, which is on the official timeline and everything. And I'm like, yes. And then there was also Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray, which is Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. So I'm really interested in that as well. So yeah, they were the non-physical books. Now we're going to do BookBox books. So once again, I think I've said this a few times now, I did cancel my Fairy Loot subscriptions. And I've been skipping a Lumacrate. You will see a Lumacrate next month because I did actually get May's box because I was interested in the book. So you will see a Lumacrate next month. But for this month, I've just got a couple of special editions that I bought outside of any subscriptions. So my Fairy Loot editions of An Enchantment of Ravens and Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson came to match my Vespertine, and I am obsessed. These are stunning and I absolutely love them. The artwork in them is absolutely beautiful as well. And I've read both of these. I have not read Vespertine yet still, but I've read both of these and absolutely adored both of them, so I'm very happy to have these pretty editions. And then we are in luck because the day I'm filming this, which is the last day of May, I came home to my Fairy Loot edition of Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare, which is the 3rd book in the Last Hours trilogy. Look at the, oh, that is beautiful. And then the edges as well are just absolutely beautiful. So I'm very happy with this because now I have all 4 editions of this trilogy that I have been collecting, because I have the standard hardback, the Waterstones Rune edition, the Illumicrate edition and the Fairy Loot edition of all 3 books. So I have 4 editions of this entire series. Don't come for me, okay? I really love this series. Even though this is actually my least favourite series by Cassie. But it's fine. We move on. Okay, so next up we're going to move on to gifted. So I did go to the MCM blogger branch on the Sunday just gone, and I came back with 3 ARCs. So I did go through these in my vlog for that, but it's a haul, so we're going to go through it. So I did get the Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake, and I did get it signed for Chloe, because I know Chloe really likes the series. So I will not be keeping this, but I thought I acquired it, so it's going in the haul video. But this is going to Chloe, because I'm not keeping it, because I didn't like the first book. So, moving on, it's an arc I'm actually really interested in, and it is Bride of the Tornado by James Kennedy. This sounds like dystopian weather thing. I have no idea where this is going to go, but it involves tornadoes, and I'm here for it. And then, because of money, I have had to skip the Junaluma crate, and I do really want to read this book. So I picked up the Arc of the Sun and the Void by Gabriela Romero Lacruz. This is chunky. This is a lot chunkier than I thought it was going to be. It's like over 500 pages. But I'm excited because this sounds really good. And hopefully it won't take me like 5 years to get to it. Because this is me, and I'm really bad with the arcs. And then I have one more gifted, and this is actually a late birthday present from Andy. The note says, I know this is probably the latest birthday gift known to man, but happy belated birthday. Not that I'm fueling an obsession at all. Not at all. And it is The Rising Storm by Cavan Scott. This is the second book in the High Republic series, and this is perfect because I now have all 3 books in the first trilogy of the High Republic. And I'm so excited to read this trilogy. I'm so excited to dive in. I am reading Light of the Jedi in June, which is the first one, and I'm just so excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I don't know if you can tell I'm excited. And then I only had 2 pre-orders, and that was it. And one was actually a April release, but it didn't come in time. And that is Cursed Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Webber. It is the stunning Wren edition. I actually have the Rose edition of the first book, but Wren is my favourite. I love Rose, but I prefer Wren. So when pre-orders went up for the special editions of book 2, I was like, do you know what? I'm getting Wren this time. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. And then of course, my pre-order of Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. I'm so excited to read this. Did I remember to put it on my June TBR? No. But do I have an opportunity to mood read in June? Yes. Will I forget about this? Probably. It's going to go back on my shelf and I'm going to forget about it. I might just put it with the rest of my TBR because I really want to read this. Because it's Becky Albertalli, and we all know that I am a Becky Albertalli stan. So yeah, I am really excited to read this because it's Becky Albertalli. I need to stop saying her name. So that was my May haul. It was pretty small, if we forget about the ebooks and audiobooks. June is probably also going to be a pretty small, like, haul, not going to lie. Unless Audible and Kindle decide to put some sales on for my bank account's sake. Let's hope not. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.